Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today I look a little scruffy, but this is what y'all gonna get because y'all, I'll get into it later. But look at this, what I got right here, made by yours truly. I got me a crab leg knuckle with, I got me a crab leg, some shrimp, corn, boiled eggs, and some small potatoes and some sausages. I've been craving this, so I bought me a little something, and I only made like a little bit of it. So this is what I'm having for my dinner, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get into a prayer so that way we could get to grubbing and chit-chatting. Father God, I come before you today, Lord, and I just want to thank you for today, Lord, and I give you all my burdens and all my troubles and all my stress and whatever that I'm facing, Lord. You know what I go through, Father, and I just pray that, you help me through and you help others that are in need right now, Lord, as well. I pray that they would confide in you and trust in you, Lord, and I just pray for those that go without. May you make a way and be with them. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. All right, y'all. I'm excited, so we're gonna get in. I'm gonna put a little plate right here, and I don't even know what to start with. That's how excited I am. Okay, so we'll get into, I don't want to get too messy yet. Let's start with the egg because I love the egg. Okay, we got a boiled egg. Look at all that. Yeah, let's just throw the lemon to the side, pendeja. Okay, we need that lemon rain. First bite, y'all. Oh my gosh. My grandma gave me this, y'all. So much flavor. Look at these big shrimps. Put that lemon ring on it. Yes. Oh my gosh, so flavorful. Yummy. Yum. So it is the end of the night. Everybody already done ate their dinner, and I took a shower, and I didn't wet my hair because my hair is, I washed it yesterday, so yeah, that's why my hair looked like this. The little potatoes. I'm gonna get some all sauce seasoning up on here. It's all at the bottom. So lemony. And I also want a corn. So if y'all could tell by the title, welcome to CHISME night. It's a random night, and we're gonna do some CHISME. We're gonna talk about some CHISME. Let me say, before anybody comes for me and says, why are you even thinking about that, and blah 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 blah. So let me tell you the story before I start the story. So that way you can know. Mm. They can be doing all that. I hope the cops catch her. Knowing dang well, in this neighborhood, there's a lot of kids that play outside. I mean, okay. So the story behind, before I start the story, the reason why I made this a topic, this CHISME, is because the other night I had a dream, and the girl was in my dreams. Why? I don't know why, or she looked like her, and I just woke up like, what the heck? And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to make that a topic. I don't know if I've told it before or how I told it, if I told it somewhat. Ooh, look at this sausage, y'all. Oh my goodness. And this sausage is the Cajun sausage. Okay, so let's start it. The CHISME. This was back when I was with, okay, let me also say a disclaimer. I'm not doing this to make nobody look bad. I'm only telling the story just because I want to tell the story, my life experience. Nothing to make anybody look bad or put them on blast or whatever. People have their past, everybody has what they've done before and whatever, right? Oh, this lemon. Okay. So this dream, it brought me back to memories back in the day of what happened with that girl. Okay. Let's start off of how we met, me and this girl. I met this girl through mutual friends when we used to party back in the day as teenagers. I was 18, 19, something like that, right? We're all drinking and whatever. I was already living with my son's dad and his sister, but we would always party there. And so anyways, I met her from one of those parties because she didn't go to the high school I went to. She went to the other high school that like half of my friends went to. So they introduced us, and you know, we hit it off from there. Like, we're all friends, right? She was part of the crew. Let me just say, the group of girls hung out with the group of guys. We're all friends. We all chilled. All the guys were close. All the girls were close. We're close with the guys. And, you know, my baby daddy, my son's dad. Oh, I know why. I'm stupid. I never really ate this part. Oh. I didn't know I had that middle part. I forgot about that. So we all used to chill, party, you know, go, we wouldn't do house parties really, unless it was like a strict one. But we wouldn't really like going to house parties because we didn't like the drama ones or the ones that would get, you know, shot up back in the day, stuff like that. And so we would always just chill, kick back, have little, you know, just a party between us friends, and we'll just chill and have fun. So, you know, we did this for, I'm gonna say 6 months or more. I got close to the girl. Not too close, but just close to where, like, when she would come around, we'll be talking. She would ask me how my son was, how he was doing in school, just stuff like that, right? And this girl already had a reputation. She had a reputation because all the homies, that's what we call them, that we hung out with, would always talk about her. And they would talk about who hit it that night or this night, or who hit it last, and whatever, right? And they would always laugh about it and talk about it amongst us because they knew how we were. We didn't get down like that. She was the only one. And oh, I know, I'm missing another piece. I'm like, where the heck? Okay. So they knew we didn't get down like that. So, you know, that we're really cool with them. And I'm still cool with a couple of them still to this day. But that's just what it was, you know. We were all close friends. Don't tell me there ain't nothing into this one. Or did I take it out? I don't remember, y'all, but there ain't nothing in here. I probably done took it out and I'm just tripping. Okay. Anyway, so back to story. So yada yada yada, right? Moving along. Even though, like, everybody would talk about her, I mean, I already had trust issues because my son's dad would always already step out on me. And we were young. We were really young. And just in those times, in that moment, you know, he had a lot of friends. And there were a lot of them were single. And whatever, whatnot. I'm not blaming him for how he used to be or whatever, because at the end of the day, that's his past, and we were young, and it is what it is, you know. I have no bad, I don't have nothing bad towards him or anything. Like, I forgave him, and that's that. So I remember one time I ended up moving to Washington for a couple months to go move with my dad, with me and Lito. You know, I haven't seen him in a long time, and I was going through a lot with my son's dad, and I just wanted to get away at that time, you know. And so my dad said, you know, come on down. So I went to Washington with Hector, and this is so good, y'all. So I don't know how many ones I went for. It had to been like 3. I think 3 max. 3 or 4. 3 to 6 months max. It wasn't too long and it wasn't too short. And all I remember is I got a call from a couple people. The first person that called me was Hector's dad, my son's dad. And he's like, hey, I need to talk to your homegirl, you know. talk to your homegirl. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you just need to talk to her. She's tripping or whatever. He said something like that. And I'm like, what the heck? So I don't know if I tried to call her or what. I don't exactly remember what I did. Y'all, I'm going to be messy in this video. Just FYI. Because I chose to dump all the oil, the butter on the thing instead of dipping it. But either way, so there ain't nothing in there. So he's like, she's tripping or whatever. So I'm like, what? I don't know if I called her or what to find out. She didn't answer. So then one of my other friends, I think I called her, one of my good friends back in the day. I don't know if I called her or she called me. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And I'm like, I said, whatchamacallit, I'm not going to say his name. I'm like, whatchamacallit told me this about, you know, this person. Should I say her name? Should I put her on blast? Should I put her on blast, y'all? Name hands are dirty. So, I'm like, he didn't tell me details, so what the heck am I supposed to think? So I was asking my friend, I'm like, what's going on? I said, he's telling me this. I don't know if she called me or what. Like I said, I don't remember exactly how it went down. All I know is I was talking to my friend, and you know, she told me the scoop. So then I started blowing. I called him back, started talking stuff. Called her back, and long story short, they ended up messing around, and on the night they were all partying together. I don't know if I was with him. I don't think I was, because we're always off and on. I don't think we were off on that point. That's why I had left. But, you know, that was still my baby daddy, and that was my friend. And long story short, they ended up messing around. While they were partying and stuff like that. So, you know, I cut her off, told her off, told him off. And when I got down there, I hit her up because I wanted to confront her in person and beat her ass. But I don't know if she was scared or she just didn't want the confrontation, or if she felt embarrassed, or what it was, but she never wanted to meet up. We never met up. I'm like, all right, whatever. You know, when I see her, I see her. And ever since then, even though he used to, you know, step out a lot on me, like with my own friend or somebody that I thought was cool with, and that happened, that like gave me a lot of trust issues for a long time, where I didn't trust nobody, no female, no nothing. Like I didn't even want to talk to no females, and if I did, I kept it solely like at work, and that was it. Like I never, to this day, like it depends on who I bring around, but like I'm very iffy about that because it happens a lot. It happens with family members. You'll be surprised, right? But I was young, and I was very like, I was at that point, I was mad, and I think that's when I made my decision finally. After a couple times, I was like, you know, I never wanted to get back together with him after that. Drunk or not, I don't care. That's a no-no. You know, you can mess around somebody, somebody that comes around my kid or that's cool with me. Like that's a low blow, you know. But later on, he ended up apologizing for everything that he did to me. a couple years after, like, we were separated for a long time, right before I met my husband. So, it was funny because I seen her, and she came to my store that I used to work at. When I used to work at a grocery store. She came in my store and she was in my line. She came in my line with her sister, and they were doing some wick. And oh my God, y'all don't even know how much I wanted to pop off. But I was already with Manny. This had to been like 3 years after what happened. So I was like, I know this girl did not just come to my line. I didn't talk to them or nothing really. But 3 years later, and then I was with Manny, I was like, let me not say nothing, like whatever, you know. Just let it be a little nasty. Yeah, this has so much flavor. All that seasoning keeps making me cough. Let me know down in the comments if anybody has ever experienced anything similar. What did you do? How did you catch them? I want to know the CHISME, y'all. But yeah, that's something that. And so, anyways, I dreamt about this. I didn't dream about her, but I had a weird dream the other night, and all I remember is turning to my left in my dream, and I could see it looked like her, so it resembled her a lot, and it was just her face. I don't know what the heck. So then I was like, you know what? I was telling myself, that's crazy that I'm dreaming about this. I was like, let me just do a story time on one of my experiences in life, you know? Some girls are grimy. And they don't know the bro code. They don't know the bro code. They rather have their chonies wet. And same with the men, you know. Los dos están sucios. But I've heard a lot of stories where, you know, that happens to people, and it's just like, especially people that are older, that, you know, that have family and kids that are married. When they go through that, I'm like, I thank God that I went through that at a younger age with, you know, somebody that I wasn't married to, and because I can't imagine going through that now, you know, and now that I'm older, I just don't know how, you know, I would take it or what I would do, you know. So, but yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, anyways, besides that, yeah, I just been I don't know what it is lately. I just been like not me. And I never felt like this before. I don't know if it's the age or what it is. But my mind's just been on 10 just about everything, like about life, about my kids, just everything, you know. And I just feel like sometimes overwhelmed by it. And it's just like crazy because I never used to do this. So I don't know what it is or why. But I hope it passes because I'm not liking it at all. And yeah. I'm like, did I do this one too? Come on. I don't know if it's anxiety. I don't know what. I don't go to the doctor for things like that. So I don't know what it is, or if it's stress or feeling overwhelmed or what it is, but like sometimes, like I know we're powerful. Women are powerful, right? We pick up a lot of energies and, you know, just everything. We have a heavy burden. And like I start feeling like not panicky, but like it feels like kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's to like everything is irritating at that moment when I'm feeling like that, like everything. And I trying to control it, trying to do breaths and stuff like that, right? To be like to just calm down. What it is, I don't know what it is. But I need to go figure out what it is. I definitely don't want to get on no pills or medicine. I'd rather do something natural. But I need to see what's causing it. Maybe it's the stress. I don't know. But we're going to figure it out. We're going to get through it, you know. And that's why my prayer was just like, I gotta give the Lord my burdens and my stress and whatever it is, you know. And it's not like I'm stressing over something, like I don't know what it is, because I'm not like, you know. But yeah, it's I don't know, maybe it's all these kids, they're getting older, they're wanting to do more things too, and I'm just like stressed about that because, you know, overprotective on this. I want to know, at what age did you let your child date? I'm gonna say child because, you know, a lot of people put girls and boys in a category, and I'm guilty of it. But these are so little. Like, who's gonna, what kind of meat's in here? A little teas. I got these from Walmart, y'all. What age did you guys let your kids date? Or what age? Look at, you don't get cute. They look like a baby claw. Because I got asked the other day that question. And I was just like, I don't know. Mine is, I think high school, like once you get to high school. That's a decent amount of age that I'm comfortable with, you know? Because I feel like, you know, even at that age, you're still young. You don't know what you're doing. But younger than that, I'm just like, you guys don't have no idea, you know? But everybody's different. And, you know, I don't know. Mmm. 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 I'm about to use this whole roll of paper towels. Mmm. I love corn, y'all. Mmm. Huh?
Can I get a haircut tomorrow?
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Mmm. Mmm. A little Christmas tree. Are you guys excited for the holidays? Holiday food, being with family. What's your guys' favorite part of the holidays? I mean, like, I'm not that big of a fan. I like to do it for my kids. You know, this year, I don't know what it was about this year, but I was just super tired, like not motivated. I don't know what it is. I just been feeling like that lately about everything. Like no motivation. I don't know what it is. Like I'm telling you, y'all. But dang, this has a lot of meat in it. But yeah, I do it for my kids. You know, I try to do a little something. Like I'm doing a little something this year. Nothing too big, but what do you guys do with your family? What do you guys look forward to? Mmm. Mmm. That lemon, it just does something. All right, I'm getting full, but I'm about to see if Hector wants some. I think I'm gonna on Christmas Eve. I think I'm gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna do it Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Probably Christmas Eve. I wanna do, I don't know if I'm gonna do s'mores, a fire pit or what. I definitely wanna watch a Christmas movie. Definitely wanna bake some cookies. I always like to do that with the kids. We already did some crafts and stuff. I didn't record it because we did it with my sister and her and the kids, and you know, it was just a lot of kids here. But I'll see what we're gonna do. Maybe color something, you know, something just to have them make memories and stuff like that. And then Sunday I want to go to church, and then I don't want to wear papas, and I'll leave that for Hector. And then visit family after church. But yeah. That was pretty good. I ate a claw. I ate 3 shrimps. How many eggs did I eat? This is my second egg, is it? Yeah, my second egg. And I ate 4 potatoes, and 3 sausages. Mmm. 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 Whew. I am stuffed. I am phlegm. I'm ready to clean all this up and hit the hay tomorrow. I didn't even finish Christmas shopping. So, and I still gotta wrap. I don't even know if I'm gonna wrap. I think I might just buy bags if they still have any. So tomorrow I gotta get up and clean a little bit, pick up, and then go finish shopping. So you guys wish me luck. I gotta get to bed, y'all. I have a lot to do tomorrow. Last minute doing things, right? Like I said, I was just not in the mood. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this. I really appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Thank you guys for having CHISME with me tonight, you know. And yeah, I hope you guys, if you're not a part of my channel, you consider to subscribe. And make sure you please hit that like button because it does help my channel out. Ooh. It really does help the channel grow. So, happy holidays. You guys stay safe. And I will see you guys on the next live or video. Bye.